Hi, first grade. Welcome back. Miss Olkowski here. Today, we are going to focus on reading a clock to the nearest 5 minutes. So far, we have read a clock to the hour, to the half hour, or 30 minutes, or quarter of an hour, which is 15 minutes. So now let's go and look at times that are to the nearest 5 minutes. So I'm going to get out my analog clock, and again, you can, a digital clock will also give you minutes, and you can calculate to the nearest 5 minutes. But let's look at the hands on a clock, because when we see this clock in school, or while you're sitting in a doctor's office, or if you're sitting waiting to maybe go get ice cream, you have to wait for a certain time. The hands on our clock tell us a lot, or like we've learned, how long we have to wait for something to happen. So let's review. Remember, let's first look at our numbers. Our red numbers tell us the hour, okay? And that's the shorthand. This is the hour hand. So for example, it is 4 o'clock. The minute hand are the little dots in between, and it counts by ones. Everything relates back to counting. So if you think of our hundreds chart, or our 120s chart, or our units, those are counting by ones. So all these minutes in here, we are counting by ones. Sometimes you will see these little dots on the clock to help you count. Sometimes you won't. Because if you remember, when we count by ones or fives, we have 60 minutes that are in 1 hour. So let's first count our hours. Say it with me. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And this is when we hear a clock, the minute hand will be on the 12, because that means 60 minutes went by, and now we're at our new hour, and it's now 5 o'clock. If we go forward an hour, we are now at 6 o'clock. That hour hand is aligned directly to the 6, and the minute hand is aligned to the 12. And if we notice, as minutes are going by, this hour hand is slowly moving. Is it quite on 7 yet? No. We have not, 60 minutes has not went by yet. So we are in the 6 o'clock hour. So when that hour hand is in between those two numbers, we have not gotten to that next hour. So it is still 6 o'clock, okay? Today we're talking about time to the nearest 5 minutes. So when we hear that, we're going to count by fives. So let's go ahead and count to 5 by fives until we get to that 60 minutes. Are you ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 60 minutes have just gone by. Okay, so let's practice. Let's do a couple. If it is at 6 o'clock right now, what time is it? Remember, this blue hand, or the longer hand, is our minute hand. So that means we are counting the minutes that have gone by. And all of a sudden, if we count by our fives, it's 5, 10. So our hour is 6. Our minutes are 10. 10 minutes have gone by. Okay, let me try to, if I do this. Okay, look at your hour hand. What did we just talk about? When it's in between two numbers, it has not gotten to that new hour. So we are still at 8 o'clock. It's that 8 o'clock hour. And we are pointing at the 7. So some of you might say it's 8:07, it's 8:17. But think about it. Remember, the longer hand is our minute hands, which means we count by fives. So let's go to our numbers and let's count by fives until we get to the 7. You ready? Always start at that 1. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And if you see it on the clock, it says 8. It says 35 minutes have gone by. Let's see what happens if I take it to the 11. It slowly is going to the next hour, the 9. All right, but we're not there yet. We're not at our new hour yet. We're not at 60 minutes. Let's count by fives to see what that is. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So our hour, we're not at our new hour. Our hour is still 8 o'clock, and our minutes that have gone by are 55 minutes. So our time is 8:55, okay? And it could be 8:55, and then when you hear words around it, it'll tell us, is that in the morning or in the evening? So if I eat my breakfast at 8:55, is that going to be AM or PM? That's right, AM, because AM is in the morning. Think. What is something that you do in the evening if you're still awake at 8:55, maybe on the weekend? Maybe watching a movie, brushing your teeth for bed. You're already sleeping at 8:55. Right, so 8:55 p.m. means that's what we're doing at night. So first grade, today, as you are counting, remember to look at your clocks and count by fives. That will get you to your time to the nearest 5 minutes. Okay? All right, happy math. Thanks, first grade.